Hello, guys, and welcome back to another recap. It's been some time, but the week was pretty slow, nothing really to recap, and I've gotten sick for the past 2 days, so wasn't really able to do a recap and wasn't able to trade. But I'll get into today and what I expected. And yeah, so when I looked at the daily candle today, I saw we swapped these two lows and I saw we had this rejection block right here, which I hoped for CE or a little bit lower to see if we can react off of that. Same thing right here in ES. But yeah, so two daily lows swapped, one daily low swapped on ES right at market open by like 1 point. Which made me expect a bullish move at open, but it didn't really give any entry the way I trade, at least. So straight up, bullish move, and then we had some slight retracement. Let's just go on a lower time frame on ES2. Where I actually thought we would see a decent 10 a.m. today. I announced in my channel we had news coming out, and it was this one and the Supreme Court ruling, which came out pretty bullish, as you can see right here. And yeah, this was like this candle right here. So what I actually wanted to see was an open low in this 15-minute gap right here, and we did not see that. We just opened higher because of news, and I was pretty much here. I would have been bullish to take longs, but since we opened higher, I saw we reacted off of this rejection block right here, and I went down on the 1 minute. And I looked at these stacked lows for the gap, right? This was my draw for after this manipulation up. I'm gonna delete this one so it looks a little bit cleaner. But the first thing I saw was this rejection, and then I wasn't really expecting price to come back up, so without the limit you wouldn't be in, and again it would be news trading. But yeah, so we get this move and leave the lows again. I then scaled down and wanted to see how we reacted here, which, as you can see, we held this on ES2. Looks a little better on ES than on NQ right here. So yeah, we traded up into it. I wanted some entry trigger, something off of it. We didn't get that, so whoops. We didn't get that, so I just waited pretty much and saw let this move play out. This would have been a decent trade. The only hard thing right here without an entry trigger is where do you actually enter, right? Because this kind of this range and stop is completely off. If you enter right here, you still need to at least cover OTE, which is too big. If you enter right here, this is like the first point where I would consider entering the trade, but this could wick, right? So I wanted to see a entry trigger, which we didn't get, unfortunately. Also, we didn't get the lows either, but I would have been out right here because of SMT. So as you can see, pretty high resistance price action today, with no clean delivery except the one of market as of from market open, which led me not to take a trade. But yeah, so S&P right here, S&P right here, and then we have equal highs and ES, and we reject again, and it's pretty bad price action today. I was on call with the mentorship, and we all agreed pretty much. We tried to tape read with them, but there wasn't really much to actually do today. Even now, this looks just pretty bad, and on the 4 hour you have this little wick, right? Which is manipulation, but yeah. So for me, this would have been the trade today. Another trade I wanted to see right after 10 a.m. was this 1 minute rejection block inside a 50-minute gap with 1800 with engineered liquidity. So this would have been something I would have taken for longs. Other than that, I don't really see much else, and I'm not gonna waste my time on charts today. I told you guys in my channel to hop off if you took a loss, or if you didn't trade yet, just hop off. Today is not the day to push your luck. It's really hard and challenging to tape read. And yeah, also I want to add, I forgot about this, we did have equal highs and yes right here, which was another reason for me not to just limit this. This looks pretty bad as equal highs, but for a shorter move, I think with an entry trigger and some decent risk on the trade would have been still worth to take, because this week I only got like one trade and I flipped for winning days to get another payout, but no actual good trade this week. So let's hope next week gets better, and I wish all of you a nice weekend. Relax, come back, and we'll get it next week. Bye bye.